Oh my goodness! What could it be? What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box, Dad?
I don't know. Let's open and find out.
Hey everyone, it's Adam here with GYV doing a box opening of my package that just arrived to my house not too long ago. I would say last week. I've been itching to open this thing to show everybody what I have here that I picked up, and this is something that I've always wanted to get. And as you start to garden, you start to change the way and methods that you do in your garden, and I'm really hoping that the tool that's inside this box helps make me more efficient and a better gardener. And I'm really excited to get it out there and test it in the garden. So inside this box is a double wheel hoe from Haas Tools, and I want to open this thing up, show you guys what it looks like in this package, assemble it, and then maybe even test it in the garden, maybe. But let's get to it and open this thing up. I mean, just off the bat, opening this box up from Haas Tools, well packaged, and I'm just seeing, just off the rip too, I'm seeing like all the stuff I need to assemble this wheel hoe, and I'm already impressed. I haven't even really opened the box, so that's pretty cool. So big kudos to Haas Tools for packaging this thing up so well. Oh, and by the way, I'm not sponsored by Haas Tools. They just do a lot of social media, and I really enjoy everything they're doing over there. So again, big kudos to Haas Tools. So, boom. It's a double wheel hoe, so there's two wheels. Cultivating stuff. There's a lot of different things here. I purchased the double wheel hoe deal. It comes with the linseed oil. Man, they give you everything. They even give you the tool to put it together. All right, nice color catalog, instructions, manual, and how to set this up. Man, I think they pretty much thought of everything. So when you order a double wheel hoe deal, I would say, from Haas's Tools, this is what you get. So it comes in a nice well-packaged box. It comes with your handles and all the accessories and the wheels. Then what's really impressive is they give you the wrench and the sanding sponge and everything you need to take care of your equipment. And then they have a really awesome full color wheel hoe manual on everything you need to know about how to put this thing together. So that's pretty awesome. Normally you buy stuff and it's like an 8.5 by 11 printed out instructions that's been copied a million times. So that's what it looks like. That's what you should expect to see when you order their wheel hoe. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble everything with the tools they give me, and hopefully I don't struggle too much in front of you guys, and if so, I know you guys will keep me positive and make great comments. So let's get to this. So I'm not the type of person that really dives deep into those instructions. Probably should, but for all purposes of this video, I want to show you guys what it's like when you don't read the instructions and see how well it goes. I'm just kidding. I did read some of it. And I plan on reading some more, so but I definitely need to sharpen my knife. Thinking this is for the wheels. That's interesting. Alright, I'll be back. Gotta get something. Alright, so they recommend before you assemble your handles is to put the linseed oil all over your exposed wood to help seal it and extend its life. And they also gave you a sanding block or sanding sponge. And you know, the handles come pretty sharp outside corners. I'm just going to use this to ease the edge of them to avoid any splinters or something in the future. Just give this a quick sanding. One item the kit didn't come with was a microfiber cloth, and I'm going to use it to dust off the dust off of the wood from sanding it, and then I'm going to use this to apply the linseed oil. So I think what I'm going to do I'm going to use this box to protect my table from the linseed oil so I don't stain it. All right, let's do it. So I think that's pretty good. Definitely plenty left over to reapply later, just to keep up with the maintenance, it looks like. So far so good. Alright, so I've applied the boiled linseed oil they gave in the package that when you buy it, it comes with it. And I've coated the wood with it, so everything's sealed up. gonna go ahead and get started on the next part of putting this thing together. All right, so I'm gonna keep going on this project. I'm gonna get this thing assembled today, so I can maybe even test it in the garden. There's not a whole lot of space left in the garden right now because everything's been planted out. Really buying this in preparedness of my spring garden, because I do plan on switching up my style slightly this next spring, where I'm going to try not to do the hilled rows so high. It was a lot of work building those rows, and definitely kept the plants and stuff out of the rain, out of the water. My garden's on a slope, and all the water from the yard from above it drains down through the garden. So a little nervous about switching up my style of the hilled rows. But I'm going to build the hills with the wheel hoe, and I'm going to see how this goes, because this could be a huge time saver. So like anything assembling stuff, I'm not a big fan of putting stuff together. I'm not an engineer. I know you don't have to be an engineer to do this kind of stuff, but I'm more of just a wing it kind of guy. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to attach the handles to this end of the, I don't know what you call this piece, maybe this like the main bracket of the wheel hoe. So I'm going to put the handles on here and keep going. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just sorting through all the bolts and washers, just making sure I got everything that I need. Definitely like getting through a project and finding out you're missing a piece. That's always the best. All right. So, just assembling away here, all in the name of education. So if you're ever looking to buy a wheel hoe, you can watch my unboxing of this video and see my troubles and tribulations of the assembly. They give you this wrench, so I wonder if it fits this. Not that end, not that end. So, they give you a wrench, but it doesn't fit everything. So I'm going to have to go and find another wrench to tighten down these handles. So I'll be right back. So I had to go find a different wrench. I got a crescent wrench. This should work just fine. So let's keep going. I could probably use some power tools on this, but just want to show everybody how to do it with minimal amount of tools, so that when you do this, you can kind of understand what's involved. So it says on the instructions to glue in this support piece in between the handles. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So just put a little bit of glue. You're also going to set it with a screw as well, so it's going to be extra. Oh man, like all my other videos, I always do something wrong. I gotta start over. I put the handles on the wrong side of the bracket. I was looking at a different photo, and I'm like, yeah. Not a problem. Take it apart and do it again. I know what you guys are thinking. Like, man, Adam doesn't read any instructions. He just puts stuff together and deals with the mistakes, and eventually I get it right. Haas Tools is probably like cringing right now watching this this video. It's okay. I'm alright with this. You know, if you guys had, if Haas Tools had an option of pre-assembling it, I probably would have just bought it pre-assembled. Paid the extra like $40 or something for shipping. Might have been more than $40. This thing's pretty big. Be a big ass box. Let me move this camera closer for you guys. All right. All right. Oh man, battery died. I'll be back with a new battery. Okay, I love it. All right, back with a new battery. There we go. All right, that part's done. The handles are done. Woo-hoo! All right, what to next? What else can I mess up? Let's keep going at this. I guess that is it. A little bit of playing in this thing, but I guess that's normal. So I will roll with it. Oh goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Alright, so I'm not sure which one I want to put on first. Maybe the cultivating teeth is what I'm going to go with. So let's do that. Oh my goodness. It's like everybody in the whole world's watching me right now. All right, there it is. Well, here it is. My double wheel hoe has been assembled. Just like anything, the first time you do it, it's usually hard, no matter how simple it may be. I did make a couple of mistakes, but I got it together, and I'm itching to get this thing out in the garden and give it a try. So let's take this thing out to the garden, and so we can both see it used for the first time. I'm pretty excited, so let's do this. All right, so it's working just how it's advertised, and it's cultivating my walkway really well, and yeah, I think I'm loving it. Here is the wheel hoe in action. I'm gonna do it with one hand so you can see. Just digs right into the soil. It's actually pretty easy to push through the ground. You would think like, oh, this is going to be tough, but I think it's great. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed watching my video about the unboxing of my double wheel hoe, and I totally see this tool being an asset to my garden. It's going to save time. It's gonna make my job easier to get rid of those weeds, and I'm really looking forward to using this thing in full action come spring. So like always, if you enjoyed my video, please think about hitting that subscribe button, and I want to say happy gardening, and let's all grow food. Thank you, everyone.